Hey, it's Katrina Giska, and I was asked to do Monday Mantra. I'm going to try and keep it short, but I have done about 20 takes of this, and I don't know if I'll get it in before midnight, so I'm going to work on this. Um, this message is especially for people who, and I've seen it posted, that don't feel worthy, that don't feel like they deserve to be here, for people that are like, um, maybe they feel like they're not recognized enough. Maybe they feel like they're not good enough, especially for you guys. If you're in that space, okay, please listen to this message because I think it could help you. So, the question that I want to ask you is, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? And a lot of us as strong women think that those might be interchangeable. That if you are right, then that would make you happy. But the truth is, that's not true. That's not the truth. Because if you're harboring a self-belief that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that you don't deserve the gifts that you've been given, then you cannot be happy because you're going to be gathering evidence to prove yourself right. And they can't live in the same space. So let me show you my chart. Hopefully, maybe for you visual people, this can help. So as a kid, you had experiences, or as an adult, or even, but you have an experience. Usually these are sort of formative beliefs you have as a child. So you have an experience. From that experience, you have a feeling. And from that feeling, you create a belief. And then all you're doing is gathering evidence to feed your belief, gathering evidence to feed your belief. So if your belief is essentially nobody likes me, say that's your belief, then every piece of evidence that you gather, all of your interactions with people are going to prove that belief right. This is even for your team. So maybe you guys would like this information, but it's just like people that say like nobody will buy from me or I'm not a salesman. If they say I'm not a salesman, I can't sell stuff, they're going to gather evidence to prove that they can't do it. It's just how humans work. So as enlightened individuals and as leaders, you want to be super, super aware of those false beliefs that maybe 3-year-old Katrina made that does not serve 35-year-old Katrina any longer. And just say, you know what? That was when I was young. That's not the truth. And that's fine that she felt that way, but that does not serve me in my current life. And I don't have to keep gathering evidence for that. And then actively gather evidence to prove something different. So here is my example is when I was a kid, I felt like nobody liked me. I didn't have anybody on my side. I got bullied on the playground a lot, and my friends would like do what the cooler kids would do, which was make fun of me. Cool, right? So what was my belief system is that, that I'm not very likable. I don't have many friends. And even through high school, I had like a core group of friends and I was very likable, but I didn't have any like really close friends. I had a few close friends. We'll say that, but not like a lot. Like I wasn't a popular kid. Let's do that. So I'm not popular, right? That's my belief. I'm not a popular person. So all of the evidence that I'm going to gather, it's going to prove that right. So when I ran for vice president of whatever it was in nursing school, or no, for president, and I didn't get it, I'm like, oh, see, I'm not very popular. When so-and-so didn't join my team, I'm like, oh, because I'm not popular, I was using that as evidence to prove that right. But does that serve me? Absolutely not. And does that make me happy? Absolutely not. And can I change that? Yeah, because you know what? I'm gathering evidence now that I am like popular, like I'm likable, and that people, especially when I can help them and get down into the nitty gritty with them and be open with them, that I am likable. And I do belong. And so I can work to gather that evidence instead of the other. Just because you get information does not mean you need to take it and put it in your pocket and keep it forever. You can take a piece of evidence and look at it, go, oh, that's interesting, and give it away. You don't have to hold on to it. So let's say you didn't get chosen to speak at convention. Are you going to choose to use that as evidence? Or are you going to not give a charge to it and not really use it for anything and just say, okay, that's just how it is. It doesn't mean anything about me. And maybe look at what the bright side is, which is what I did yesterday. I had to look at what the bright side was to not being chosen to speak for a convention, and come to terms and be happy with the fact that, like, it's okay. Like, it doesn't mean anything negative about me or about the people that chose, or it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. So that's sort of my Monday mantra, is just when you start getting into that space, take a step back, take a deep breath, know that you are worthy, you are amazing, people do look up to you, you do belong, you are in the right place, and start picking up pieces of evidence to prove that, instead of the false self-belief that you probably formed when you were very young, and it's just not the truth. So I hope you had a fabulous Monday, and here's to the end of the month, you guys.